this is special right here because the streets has been asking for this one. The streets has been calling. No matter what podcast, video interview I do, they always ask me, when you bringing Cuz on? When you bringing Cuz on? I finally got him. He said all season long that he would come on. He finally here. DeMarcus Cousins of Golden State Warriors fam. I appreciate you, man, for coming through.
It's all love.
So, man, so what's you're 3 months, probably you're a couple months in from playing, right?
Yeah, two. Like that, yeah.
What has it been like thus far, being here with the Warriors?
It's been fun, man. It's been a transition, obviously. Just trying to learn on the fly. Battle with my own, obstacles, with the injury and just getting back in the rhythm of things. Trying to, mesh into the scheme of the team and everything's kind of been on the fly for me. But, outside of that, just being able to be on the floor playing basketball again, it's fun. It's been fun for me.
You knew once you got back, you was gone for almost a year from the game. You knew once you come back, it was going to take some time.
Yeah.
But if you still look at it, you're always going to have your detractors and naysayers. But if you look at the numbers you're putting up, those are solid numbers considering you're playing with 4 of the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Like, is that surprising what you have been able to do this for?
For me, no. I know my heart, I know my mindset, and I'm a firm believer in my ability. So to me, it's not a surprise. It was just a matter of time. But the others, maybe so.
Mm-hmm. When you I thought it was going to take longer.
I guess you the others.
I did. I mean, come on. It's a year, and Golden State system is not the easiest to try to get.
Bro, I'm a hooper, bro.
No, I understand that.
I can hoop.
But you go from playing a style where the game.
I can play in any style.
I see that.
I can play in any style, man. I just know how to hoop.
I see that.
I know how to hoop.
I see that. I'm just saying. You've been playing in a slowed up pace offense, years prior, and then you come in here, you run the floor. Just the other night against Indiana, bring the ball up down, slice the defense down for a dunk. No, I'm just saying. I just didn't expect it so soon. That's
right.
it. Not negative. What have you thought? Look, you've been in Sacramento. You've been in New Orleans, all small, pretty much small market cities.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to deal with a lot of media. Over here, it's like the Beatles.
Right.
Like, how is that? I know you don't like some media. You don't like some. You do. Like, how is that? How's that process been?
I don't really care for the media. I respect what they do. I respect, they hustle, they grind, but everything that comes with it, and I guess you could say the evilness of the business I don't like and I don't respect. So, for each individual, I respect your hustle. I just don't like everything that comes with it.
What's the evil?
Creating storylines, looking for a headline. You know what y'all do.
I know what I do. I don't know what everybody else
I ain't
do,
gonna put everybody in that category because that would be foolish. But you know how some of the guys in this business operate, and it's corny. Like, I don't really appreciate it, but to each his own.
You said the league was like, I don't know if you meant the league in its totality or just the circus that follows the Warriors. You said it was like a soap opera.
Yeah, it's just something every day. Like, every day is something, man. And
is that good or bad?
It's not. It honestly depends on the person. Some people look for the drama. Like, some people enjoy that. Like, there's people out here that are fans of reality TV.
Yeah.
And me personally, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I think it kind of takes away from the joy of being an athlete and a basketball player. It takes away the actual game of being a basketball player. So I don't really care for it, but some people do.
How do you manage it? Because I see, especially over the last 5 years, like whenever we come into you guys' locker room, most of you guys are on your phones, whether it's on social media or, looking at highlights. Do you feel like that negatively impacts a lot of players? Because, a lot of times they're looking at tweets or stories that, somebody wrote that.
It's just the time we're in now. Like, everything is social media. Like, and it's kind of sickening, honestly. Like,
yeah.
like I said,
I get you.
I mean, some people, me myself personally, I'm on the phone checking text messages, talking to family, whatever the case may be. Social media is probably the last part of my day or whatever the case. But, to each his own. So I just think we're in a time where everything is based off social media. Everything. Everything is based, even the game of basketball is based off social media.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it gets the rise out of fans. I think the league, for the most part, likes it.
Yeah. I mean, and it's also a way for fans to interact with people, well, these athletes and these celebrities on an even more personal level.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually hold a conversation with a celebrity now just from the comments or the DMs or whatever the case may be. Like, I can actually get in touch with somebody where 15 years ago, I would never have that opportunity. So, in some aspects, it's great on the fans' perspective, and then on my perspective, it's just like it's irritating as hell sometimes. So, it's two sides of everything.
So somebody who's also had his fair shares of media drama, your teammate Kevin Durant. You said at one point, it was early in the season, I can't remember when you said it, but you was like, I can't imagine what him and Steph have to go through as it pertains to that, media stories written. What have you noticed? Like, because I talked to Kevin, I talked to other people similar to you. I'm gonna get to your future later, but his future is up in the air, and he's a big domino.
Right.
And people are talking about that. You see what other teams are doing to try to maneuver themselves and put themselves in position. So, how do you feel he's handled all of this?
I mean, I feel like he's handled it to the best of his ability, and you kind of see these outbursts or whatever y'all want to call it from him, but it's really just built up frustration because at the end of the day, every time he's ending one of his statements, it's, I just want to play basketball. And I honestly feel like that's the truth. And it goes back to, the media, the drama, the soap opera.
I get that.
Where it just takes away from being a basketball player. This guy just wants to go out and hoop and worry about the other shit later on. And every game, every sit down is, all right, well, where are you going?
Yeah. No, I know. Like, Kyrie says the same thing.
I can understand his frustration. And I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm obviously a lot closer than others. And I mean, you could just see it. It's just frustration being bottled up, and it's just the same thing, the same questions over and over and over again. And it's like, man, I just want to hoop, bro. Let me hoop, and so.
You talked about, first of all, before I get to that next question, because you kind of teed me up. What type of diet you on here, cuz? What's going on?
I'm testing out this, this little vegan diet as of right now. Trying to shed a few for the playoffs.
So you can eat the salmon right here?
Nah. Nah, I can't. It look good though.
It look good.
Yeah.
Let me get. I don't want to tempt you, man. Let's get this
nah,
out your way.
I ain't gonna eat it. I ain't gonna eat it at all.
Let's get this out your way, man.
I got big plans in store for me, so y'all enjoy that.
So you got the vegan diet. You got the vegan going on.
Yeah, I ain't touching that salad either.
You ain't touching salad either?
Nah, it need a little more personality for me, bro. Yeah, you can take this back, but yeah.
You have a great
Nah, I'll just take some more water.
This is water, man. We don't have a personality menu like this for.
Just need a little more personality for me, bro.
I know you were staring at that salad, man.
Yeah.
Like it didn't do. That's all right. I got family here, man. They'll snatch up whatever you don't eat.
Yeah, straight up. Somebody want this salmon?
Y'all want to get this salmon? Anybody a salmon?
Anybody hungry?
Y'all straight? All right.
It look bomb.
Yeah, it do. It do. But I'm gonna tear this steak up.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
All right, man. This is the first time I'm eating alone. Thanks, cuz. So you talk about frustration and dealing with media and things like that. Mm-hmm. One narrative that's been getting out, they're talking about you defensively.
Yeah.
Look, and I think people understand. It's going to take time for you to get back to where you're at. Mm-hmm. You would admit you're not there. How'd you handle that period?
I don't care, bro.
Is that right?
They like I said, they're gonna come up with storylines, headlines. All I can do is go out and play, and I know what I'm capable of, so I control what I can control. That's what I did.
All right,
That
cuz
shit switched up quick.
it did.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, that's the way it works.
Right. But it's just funny how quick it switched up.
So, are you monitoring like how the narratives do switch up?
Not really. It's just funny. I mean, just from game to game here, just the interaction with the media, it's like, I remember getting the question, it's like, so what are you going to do to adjust the teams attacking you because you're a liability on defense? And it's like, the next game, oh my God, you were fantastic on defense. And it's just like,
Hey,
all right. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I like about you so much, and people respect. Like they can hate on you, say temper or whatever, but man, all the games that stands out to me, you this season, your first game back, man. You started off with this vicious dunk off the pick with KD. You're killing, man. Before the game, I'm looking at all these cameras all around you, man, just following you around, and it so I'm not expecting this. So at your post game. I'm expecting, Cuz to say something like, that was just a humbling experience. It was, just to see all those fans, it showed that they really appreciated me after all these years. They may hate me, love me, but they appreciate me when it's all said and done. Now I'm healthy. Nah, Cuz didn't do that. Cuz said, man, that was the most, that's the most fake shit.
it's fake love.
I'm like, even at that moment, Cuz, you gonna keep it real and authentic, man.
I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I'm a straight shooter. I've always been that way, but it is. And the proof is in the pudding. 2 weeks later is them same media members that was, loving me. They were killing me for for whatever the case may be. So where was the lie?
When Steve Kerr said this about, I want to say this was about a month and a half ago. So we're talking about future. We talked about Kevin Durant's future. He said, we just want DeMarcus to get back healthy, get to his form, and we want to help him. I'm paraphrasing, but help him get to his next team and, get the best deal or something possible like that.
Yeah.
When you heard that, what did you think about that?
Nothing. What am I supposed to think?
No, you just you don't hear that too often. You don't hear that too often.
I mean, it is what it is.
Do you expect is coming to the Warriors, is that an option, or just with the way they are financially?
I mean,
it's going to make it hard.
Obviously, what I'm looking for is not, we on the same page or whatever financially, but I mean, you never really know what happens. I never expected the summer to go the way it did last summer. So
I know.
Who knows what happens next summer? So I don't know.
You said
I'm through this process. I'm day to day, bro. I don't try to get too high. I don't try to get too low with any moment that's been going on. Like, it's gonna be a year full of ups and downs. So I'm moving steady through it all. Like, I maneuver through the bullshit. I roll with the punches, and I'm taking it day by day. Like, and when it's time to make decisions, I make decisions. But as of right now, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm just honestly, like, I'm happy to be playing basketball again. It's a game I love. Like, I'm glad to be out there competing on the nightly. I'm glad to be healthy again. Like, that's all I'm focused on, and I just want to get better at my craft every day. Like, everything else that's coming with it, like, it don't really matter to me. Like, it just is what it is.
When you were in New Orleans, you and AD were close before that.
Yeah.
Did you see this coming? That him ended up requesting a trade.
Yes. As soon as all that goofy joint went down, like, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
You talking about the goofy junk with you? You talking about
what
happened with you?
Of course I knew.
All right.
I mean, I talked with duh.
Yeah.
Duh. It was just a matter of time for y'all to find out.
I mean, we was here in whispers, but it's just like, cause AD, there's certain guys in the league that they don't have it to request a trade. Like, to request a trade, it takes stepping out, and then you get ridiculed by the fan base.
I mean, once AD made his power move, like when he joined Clutch.
He joined, Rich Paul, man, yeah.
if y'all can't read between the lines with that, like y'all just blind. Like,
So you think obviously, if they did right by you, they wouldn't be in this situation right now.
don't even matter no more.
Yeah.
It don't matter. That's the past.
That's funny, man.
It don't matter. Everything happened for a reason.
And also, can you help fans understand? I know you don't care, but
Yeah.
when a player feels like they've given they all for 7 years, and they feel like it's time for them to move on, like they done all they can do. Then the fan base they kind of turn. Is there a way players can better, educate the fan base on how this actually works, the business of basketball?
Bro, my personal opinion,
Oh yeah, that's your personal opinion. Go ahead.
they understand, bro.
Uh-huh.
They just don't want to accept it, which is fine. I mean, they're a fan of, their respective teams, but they understand it. Because you sit here and see why you never see them bash management?
Yeah.
I don't see you burning jerseys and putting up posters talking about the GMs or the presidents or owners of teams. Like, they understand. They just don't want to accept it, which is fine. Because you're a fan and you're able to love whichever team you want to love. So they understand. It's just when it's a player, I guess it hits home a lot harder.
Okay. Because they feel like they're attached to you guys
Right.
more so than.
So, I mean, it makes sense. Compared to a gym, which they probably see maybe 3 or 4 times on TV a year.
Yeah.
You see this player every night, it's more personable. You know what I'm saying? So they understand, though. That's what I believe.
So I guess you also wasn't surprised when Dell Demps was let go. I'm not trying to laugh on this, man. I'm laughing at your reaction,
Man.
Anyways, man.
I don't know. Buddy had a master plan.
Oh man.
Wish him the best.
So when you talk about some of the toughest guys in this league, there's players who you don't mess with. You that guy, Zebo's that guy.
Bro, I be chilling, bro.
So you don't be chilling, man.
Man, I don't look.
The moment somebody step to you with some action,
I'm telling you, like, I ain't out here looking for trouble.
I ain't saying you out here looking for
Yeah,
trouble.
I'll just be chilling.
I'm telling you, it's people that know you ain't that dude to mess with.
Nah.
And if they do mess with you, they're messing with you to try to get you agitated, get teed up or something.
Man, ain't nobody. Nah, I'm not that dude, bro.
Cause I'm telling you, man, players say you that dude.
Nah, I'm not accepting that.
Look, man.
I'm not gonna let you put that,
I'm not
title
saying.
over me.
All right, you ain't gotta say that. But what I'm getting to is, who are those other guys out there?
What, in the NBA?
Yeah, in the NBA.
Nobody, bro. Nobody.
Nobody now, or has always been that way?
Nobody, bro.
Why? Because
Man,
nobody wants to take
NBA
those.
athletes, bro. Like, I'm tell you right now, ain't nobody gangster enough to pass up millions. Ain't nobody.
Let's get to the fans. I know you're gonna keep it real, DeMarcus.
Right.
I know you'll keep it real. So you saw obviously what happened with Russell Westbrook and the fan game. What is the worst thing a fan or fans have ever shouted to you?
Bro, I've been called niggers, like.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it's crazy because this happened to me on a few occasions. And I reported it to the league and, I may have said whatever I said back and, I was still punished for it. But, I mean, obviously it became a bigger issue when it was Russ or whatever the case may be. And he was still fined for it. I don't really understand it. Like we're the product. We push this league. So I don't understand. Like, when does, our safety and our, when does it become important? Like, and of course we want the fan experience to be as amazing as possible, and we want them to enjoy NBA games and feel like they can interact with us and all that. But it's a line that shouldn't be crossed, and it gets crossed often. And you see these clips of us reacting towards fans, and they just say whatever they feel like they can say at the time, and it's like, at the end of the day, bro, we our heart beat the same way yours does. We bleed the same way you bleed. our emotions are the same as yours. Like, if you was somewhere walking down the street and somebody say something crazy to you, like, you're going to react. Yeah. So just because it's a basketball event doesn't mean those emotions go out the door or us being a human being goes out the door. Like, it's the same thing. So, and it makes it even more worse because we at work.
Yeah.
Dude come up to you at work and say something crazy. Yeah. Does it change it?
No, and your adrenaline is rushing because you're in the heat of competition.
And it's already enough emotions in a basketball game. So, I mean, I wish I had the answer to it, but, you know, something needs to be done because obviously it's a bigger issue than they wanted to, you know, be put out as.
So when you complain to the league about that incident, what?
It's crazy. I remember the incident with, you know, the whole Golden State thing.
Yeah.
I remember specifically those fans talking crazy to me for the entire game. And then I come out the game and it's them same exact fans. Mm-hmm. And I knew they were Golden State fans, so I said what I said, and I talked to the league. I'm like, such and such and such was said. Yeah. I was getting called, you know, bitches and all this other stuff, punk boys, whatever. And it's like, all right, but you flipped them off, so I'm pretty sure them dudes still enjoying games.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you that angry? This dude is literally out there putting a ball through a hoop. How do you get that angry?
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. But you know, fans short for fanatics. So, but it's, you know, that's no excuse, man.
None at all.
That's no excuse. So obviously, you're a basketball head, basketball junkie. You study this league up and down. I remember Draymond last year. He, I believe it was last year. That's when I was covering the Warriors on a day-to-day. He said that you were the best center in the game. I think you were playing for New Orleans at that time.
Yeah.
Now you've been out for a while. And there's other guys trying to take that claim, take that state. Yeah. And Joel Embiid, somebody I know I know you like this game. You know, he recently put out there the best, I think it was the best center or something like that?
Most dominant
Most
player.
dominant, yeah. Most dominant. Okay, so when you're hearing everybody else getting this praise, you know, Jokic in Denver, Joel Embiid, you've been out for a minute, and so they're sleeping on you. Like, does that bother you at all? From a comparison, it doesn't at all, huh?
Nah.
Why is that, cuz?
Out of sight, out of mind.
I understand that, but you know deep in your heart.
Shit, they know.
You talking about the players?
They know. I'm not worried about what little Billy said on Instagram. Nah, they know.
All right, no, that's what players always say. They was like,
the players know what's
they
up.
respect.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I think Joel is a hell of a player. Jokic is a hell of a player. But I mean, when it comes down to it, you know.
Do you still consider yourself as of right now?
Nah,
best big man in the game?
They got it.
Oh, you give it to them right now?
They got it. It's all good.
Somehow I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you, man.
They got it.
They got it right now?
It is what it is. I ain't losing no sleep.
I know that. I know that.
When it all get right, we gonna see what's up. They got it right now. It's all good.
Cause you didn't properly give me my props, man.
On what?
Man, look, you see what I'm dripped out in, man?
I see you. I don't see. I see the white. I see the white.
You see what you don't see?
I done told you about wearing all these dark ass colors, man.
And we got the black table by blended in,
bro.
I blended in, man. You suck.
We got this, we got this lit up backdrop,
You
so we
a
should
fool,
be straight,
man.
bro.
Hey, man, I got white teeth. I'm smiling. They can see me, man. I got my eyes open.
Nah,
man.
I
They can
appreciate
see
the
it,
drip,
bro.
though.
I mean, that's out of respect, man.
Yeah,
I can't come with you, other
That's
stuff,
all,
man.
for sure.
That's all, because people, man. I had Draymond. Draymond got on me one time. I was wearing the Dame Adidas. Interviewing him at a championship parade, man. He got on me, man. That's why I try, you know. Yeah. I try to keep.
I'm glad you learned from your mistakes.
You a fool, man. So Dame, Damn. I already said it. All right, whatever. So Dame told me that
You didn't want me to know who it was
I didn't.
from?
I wanted you to guess it, but I
Okay.
already did. But Dame told me that he started a tradition with you. Like whenever he would see you on TV, you know what I'm talking about. Can you explain that? Can you explain that to people? That
What, he be like, you mad?
Yeah. So whenever I guess whenever you argue with a ref or you get a text, he'll take a screenshot of the phone and be like, "Bro, you really mad?"
Right. And I would do the same to him.
That's what he said.
No, I mean,
Oh,
Dame my dog, man. He one of the coolest dudes in this
Yeah.
league. Like, cool as a fan. So, I got a lot of love for him. But, we just kind of throw jabs at each other, mess around. But
Hey, Chris, bro, you mad?
Yeah.
So you get this. So you obviously get this text after the game, huh?
yeah, it'd be the most random time, bro. And I'd just be like, man, this dude.
Bro, you mad? What do you think about the season he's having? And what he's
Man,
doing
Dame
for,
is one of the most underrated players in this league. Like, it's funny. Like, I feel like if you had a Dame in a New York I'm not saying he should leave. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
at all.
I get
I'm
that.
not.
Put
So
that
that's
out.
not even go there. But you had that type of talent in the L.A. or Chicago or one of the big time markets. He'd be one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's been snubbed for All-Stars, All-NBAs, multiple times.
Yeah.
And, I mean, his talent is undeniable, and his heart is undeniable. Like, what he brings to the game is undeniable. So, I'm a huge Damian Lillard fan. He knows that, but he's definitely one of the most underrated and unappreciated players in this league, my opinion. Probably a lot of other people's as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, but you were in a similar situation. You were in SAC. You guys weren't making the playoffs, and you got snubbed a couple of times as well.
Yeah.
How much do you think, when it comes to All-Star recognition, how much should the success of the team weigh into that player's candidacy?
I mean, it's a touchy, like, I don't really know. I mean, a lot of people like to try to base it off of, well, he carried his team.
Yeah.
Like, no one person is carrying the team. Like, it's not possible. It's not possible in the game it's a team sport. Like, it's just not possible. As much as you try to put that narrative out there, this guy carried his team. It's not possible. If you don't have talent around you to help you succeed, it's not possible. That's just plain and simple. If a guy's team is winning, he has help to make that possible. Period. Regardless if you want to put that out there or not.
Well, when you say team, I got to bring up your team right now. Tell me, because I know this player was interested in coming to Golden State Warriors. But I know this player has a history with you. You don't know who I'm talking about, huh?
I'm lost.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what led to this whole you and Marcin Gortat beef. What started that?
Oh, man.
What started that whole thing?
It ain't no beef.
Because you brought it ain't beef. But
ain't
you
no
brought.
beef.
I didn't even know at that point. You brought it up.
Buddy had to speak. He was speaking on me. I don't have no beef with him. Like, I'm good.
What did he say? All right, he don't have. But what
He
started?
ain't
it?
never said nothing to me.
So what did he say to the media or whoever?
I mean, I saw, an interview, something about if he could, fight any NBA player, it would be me. Or if he could go into a closet and lock up with any NBA player, it would be me. And I'm just like,
okay.
and we had mutual people. His point guard at the time. So
Got you.
I'm hearing
Got
things
you.
anyway, but.
Got you.
It definitely ain't no beef. 'Cause like I
I-
said, he ain't never approached me with nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. But that always goes back to the tough guy thing.
No.
I don't think it's a beef. I think it's people perceive you to be that tough guy.
No,
And
I'm not. I'm not.
well, I found out a little bit about you actually not being
I ain't
a
no
tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy.
I was surprised. A coach told me this.
What's that?
So you kind of threw all the other teammates off with this.
What's that?
Is that you listen to slow jams and stuff while shooting the hoops. Like, who gets up for that?
Me.
Like, how can you?
Bro, I like my nerves to be at ease. I like to relax, bro. Like,
other people want to have, like, got the pot, got the big, got the hole.
I mean, I do that too. Like, I love music in general anyway, but I mean, this is a high stress occupation. You know what I'm saying?
That helps.
I just like to ease my nerves sometimes, and come in there, listen to hip hop, shoot 'em up, bang bang, whatever the case. But that ain't always good for the mind. I like to ease my mind.
And so that's little things like that people wouldn't expect that you would be doing. There's little things like that.
Bro, I'm regular, bro. I'm a regular dude, like, and I be chilling, bro. Like,
I mean, it's authentic. You don't get that from star players a lot. Like, you have no filter, you have no facade. Like, it's you. And I think most people respect that.
I believe in honesty, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. I feel like I had a right to do that. Like, I feel like everybody else does too. Like, I feel like when it comes to just being straightforward or, shooting straight facts, it'll never be a gray area, or my words can never be misconstrued, or whatever the case may be, which still often happens.
Yeah.
But I'm a straight shooter.
But a lot of times, this is what you said often happens. A lot of times when we write stories, cuz I don't know if you do it, but I have to ask players. I had this one player, I'm not gonna mention his name. He called me and he was mad about a headline.
You've been mentioning players all day. Like, why you don't want to mention now?
Let me think on that, man. Let me think on that.
Now you don't want to mention
Let me
players.
think on that. Let me think on that. So he was mad at a headline that got out, and it was like taken out of context of what he said.
Right.
And I said, okay.
That happens a lot.
But I said, I get that. But I said, did you actually read the real story? Because it gets aggregated by other sites, and they take the meat or whatever.
The headline.
Yeah. But so when you
it's
see,
all clickbait.
But I understand that. But do you see? But if you have a problem with a writer and what they wrote, do you actually go and read that the whole story?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not reading y'all shit. Like,
all right. Well, okay.
I'm not reading none of y'all shit.
All right.
Like,
all right, man. I'll let that go. I'll let that go.
Yeah.
I'll let that go. So, playoffs be a different experience for you. What are you looking for? Obviously, that's some place you haven't been yet. What are you looking for? In that experience.
The atmosphere, the adrenaline that comes with it. The huge plays. Just the whole playoff environment. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it from secondhand. I'm just ready to be in it. I just want to take it all in.
When you think about taking it all in, you're thinking about obviously the thing that comes with that. Ultimately, hopefully, it is a championship. You said when you came here, people were mad. They were mad that you teamed up. And what would a championship at this stage of your career right now, with the way you got jumped into this season, what would that mean for you?
I mean a lot, man. I mean, you're playing for that's what we play for. Every guy suits up and that's what I would hope people play for.
You can't say everybody.
Yeah, I can't say everybody, but
I know some guys.
I mean, yeah, but for the most part, that's what guys suit up for, to win championships. So I'm all for it.
That'd be the ultimate.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That'll cap off this whole little journey for me, and then, I start my next chapter for whatever that may be.
See what ways in free agency. That's something you're not, like, nervous about or anything like that?
Like I said, I'm taking it a day at a time. I'm not even focused on that. Like,
so I'm going to read this. This is Boogie's 3rd annual Comedy Slam, taking place right here in Oakland on April the 11th at the Paramount Theater. Comedians will include Mike Epps, my guy, Gary Owen, Red Grant, Tony Roberts, Carlos Miller, and Louis Small, who's from the Bay. Tickets go on sale at DeMarcusCousins.com and Ticketmaster. You guys think this will sell out? When did you? What made you, gravitate towards?
Well, growing up as a kid, it was. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Comic View.
Yeah.
It used to come on when I was younger, and that was like I used to just love
Who was your favorite? Who was your favorite on there?
Oh man, I had so many. I had so Earthquake, Bruce,
yeah. Earthquake is hilarious,
Arnez J, Red Grant was on there. I mean, just a gang of comedians. So I used to love the show. So that's kind of where my love for comedy came from anyway. But with that being said, I love watching stand-up comedy specials. I was a huge fan of like the Shaquille O'Neal All-Star specials, and that's kind of where I got the idea from. And once I kind of saw that stop, I'm like, maybe I should try to start my own. And heads came together, and we created the Boogie Comedy Show.
And what comes with that, is that when you put this together, you're the star. You're not on stage, but you're the star. And what comes with that is the comics coming at you.
Oh, yeah. I love it, though. I love it. Like I'm a jokester myself. I bother people all day just, making little jokes. So, I mean, in order to give it out, you got to be
able to take it. Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I love it.
What was the funniest? What was the funniest somebody said?
No, I was actually. It was a show in Sacramento. What was the name of that comic? It was Sid, Charlie Murphy, George Lopez.
Okay.
And there was one more. Who else was that? Oh, Eddie Griffin.
Ed Griffin.
Bro, one of the best shows I've ever seen. So Sid come out there. The show was in Sacramento, and he kind of threw my name out there. I never even knew what happened.
Yeah.
But he kind of threw my name out there, and he was like, "Man, yeah, y'all got DeMarcus Cousins." And, he he running around here like the Suge Knight of the NBA, bro. Bro, I died. And he kind of had a little act with it, and it was the funniest thing ever. So it was probably that, and then Tony Robbins at my own show. He's just a full blown fool.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to admit. Now I saw that clip a million times of Tony Roberts getting on the court in all Pelicans warm-up gear.
That's my dude, man.
I swear to God, I never knew. I thought that was a rogue fan.
No, that was Tony.
Until I talked to Andrew, he told me that was Tony.
Yeah.
Did you know that he was going to do that?
I didn't know he was going to do that, but I saw him on the sideline. He was like, "Hey, cuz, throw me the ball." So I just threw it to him, not thinking he was going to do all that. He got in this little bag and I'm like, man, this dude is crazy.
And then security got him and escorted him out to the...
Yeah, so when I actually saw the clip, and I didn't even realize he had on the full Pelicans warm-up.
He had he had the whole thing on.
So I saw the clip, I'm like, man, this dude really look like a player out there.
So you had no clue he was going to attempt to do that?
No, I didn't know he was going to do it. I just thought he was going to, dribble the ball a little bit on the sideline. This dude stepped on the court and
I swear to God, I thought that was really a rogue fan.
No, that's Tony crazy ass, man.
That's full. So you expect him to pull something like that?
You never know with this dude. I love Tony to death, man, and that's one of the reasons why, like, at any given moment he will do some crazy ass shit. It's the funniest shit in the world.
So that's why I'm gonna definitely be there. Who do you expect to be like? I know Antonio Brown, he's supposed to show up.
Yeah, word is he will be showing up. I'm a Raiders fan anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, JaMarcus Russell.
Okay.
Hometown legend.
You look like JaMarcus.
Bro, I've heard of it.
Yeah, you do. Don't get mad. You do like.
It's all good.
You talking about you can't see me. You look like JaMarcus, man.
I've heard that before.
Shout
out to JaMarcus Russell, man. Hometown legend. So. Yeah, but I became a Raiders fan with that, and stuck with it.
And some of your teammates will be there as well.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of the guys there. We'll have some other surprise guests, special guests. So it's gonna be a good show.
How do you feel? You're a Raiders fan, man. Now,
we on the up, baby.
Hold on. See, that's the thing.
We
man.
on the up.
See, that's the thing from you being a Raiders fan from afar.
I'm still pissed about the Khalil Mack thing. Like
that's it.
That hurt.
That's it.
That hurt. But
what about going to Vegas?
I live in Vegas, so I'm excited about that. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Look, for me, it's cool. Like,
yeah, I see that.
But I mean, obviously for the city, it sucks. So I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It sucks, but, you know, I'm still going to enjoy it.
Man, you something else, man. You something else. I mean, most people fans around here, they ain't taking it too well.
I wouldn't either. And honestly, I don't think it's not really the same feel with it not being the Oakland Raiders. Like this whole culture, that whole setup, like it's legendary. Like I can remember the Warren Sapp days.
Yeah,
just
I remember.
Like it was crazy.
Warren Sapp days.
Yeah,
Jerry Rice on the squad.
Yeah, like it was crazy. That whole culture, how rowdy it was in the crowd. Like you can never match that again. But you know, it sucks. But like I said,
they in Vegas, so you cool.
Hey man, come join the kid in Vegas. We can start our own culture there.
Hey, you think an NBA team would be good in Vegas?
I think it'd be incredible. I think that's a market that's ready to explode any minute. And it's doing that now just with that, you know, the Raiders going there. And so it's an arena ready. You got the Knights, the hockey team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's boxing, it's UFC. It's a market ready to explode. It's
but
plenty.
You know, but most people from, not saying from there, but most people that go to Vegas, you know, they don't live there. So you think it can?
It's a lot of people that live in Vegas, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It's there's shit out there besides the strip.
Yes, I ain't never been outside.
Exactly. So everybody, like people that visit Vegas, go to the strip, and it's like I didn't even know people lived out here. Get your ass off the strip.
You know, Henderson, a city out there, and you know,
Yeah.
that's pretty much the extent of what I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a lot, man. It's a dope city. It's a really dope city.
I'm gonna get ready to let you out of here, cuz. So, tell me right now, if you had, once you get off your vegan diet, tell me the dish. If your last dish, you have to have a last meal. What is it?
Bro, I'm like a sushi fanatic.
Oh, you're a sushi?
Yeah, I love sushi. One of my favorite sushi spots is Makuni.
Okay,
McCormick's, yeah. It's
actually more of a steak.
No, it's not, bro. Like, why you acting like you know and you don't know?
McCormick's, I go there for my steak.
Not McCormick's, I said McCooney's.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Like, what? It's steak.
My bad, man. My bad.
McCooney is my guy, Toro. He's actually a Sacramento guy, but he got chains all over Northern California. It's really bomb. It's actually one in what's that area? It's right outside of Walnut Creek. I want to say Concord.
Yeah, Concord.
That little area with the movies and all. It's some McCooney's over there. Bomb.
All right.
But probably that and Mastro's butter cake. Like
Mastro's butter cake.
Yeah, it's right here for me.
See, you got spoiled, man. You forgot where you came from.
No,
trust
me,
I thought you were gonna say something, man. Some hog maw, man.
Hell no. Nah.
I thought we get down to the dirty South dishes, man.
Nah,
that grandma made, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's all good.
Nah.
You moved on, man.
I deserve it. I earned it.
I hear you.
I'm gonna eat good.
I hear you. Hey, shoot. I wasn't eating this coming up. Don't get me wrong.
You was, man.
Oh, shoot, man. Better go check my portfolio, cuz.
You from Calabasas, bro.
I'm from Fresno, man. 2 hours away, man. Check the portfolio. Check the rep.
Calabasas,
man, you better get out here, cuz. Put disrespect me, brother, man, out here, man.
You from Walnut Creek, bro.
You crazy. Cuz, I'm telling you, man. Before I was typing and breaking news, I was giving buckets. Nah, I ain't never snitched, man. Snitches get stitches.
I don't know nothing about that.
Snitches get stitches, man.
I don't know.
I was taught that coming up, man. So I never had to worry about it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, cuz.
Bro, I don't want no smoke.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
Bro, I don't want no smoke.
I want you to finish this season right.
Damn.
I want you to finish this season right, man.
Bro, I don't want no smoke, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I just want to go home and eat my vegan lunch, bro.
Go eat your grass.
Boy, that's cap. Cap.
Hey, man. I appreciate you, man, for coming and doing this, man. The streets been wanting this for a long time, cuz.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
I appreciate you, man. Nah, DeMarcus Cousins, star center for the Golden State Warriors. This was Posted Up with Chris Haynes.